Hello everyone. For this review, we've got the BWVS-05. So this is the premium finish Rattrap versus Terrorsaur. When you buy this from an American retailer, it will come in this uh, external box. Very plain and straightforward. Get all the details on the outside and get more text details on the side. I'm going to take this out, and on the inside, it reveals some nice artwork. So you've got Rattrap and you've got Terrorsaur, and he's got this goofy face stumbling through the air, landing, something like that. But really nice artwork here. On the top, got the Beast Wars logo. Oh, this is upside down. And then on the back, you've got the uh, animal modes. Let's take these guys out the box. We'll do some comparisons and get to it. So inside the box is another box. So you've got a box, and then a box. And then on the top, you've got the Beast Wars text. On one side, you got the Maximal symbol, and on the other side, you've got the Predacon symbol. And then when you open this guy up, you get this nice display that is reminiscent of the original box release from back in the 90s. This is not a sub box. This is a tray with a paper overlay to kind of simulate that. But you get to see the robot modes at the bottom, some additional text. I don't know what this says, but you could probably Google translate the image and see what it says. It's very cool. And the two characters are laid out in the packaging the way they were in their original release back in the 90s. So super, super, super cool. And then this overlay, if you take it out and turn it around, you get this nice little graphic of the artwork from the second layer of the box, and you get some text right there. So very cool. So you get the figures and then booklet, but more importantly, there are little file cards in here. Japan and their Transformer releases often have file cards. It's just been a thing that they've done forever. And there are the two cards and got their stats. It's all in Japanese, still very cool. And then on the other side, you get that cool black and white line art. Okay, so I'm gonna take them out of the package and then we'll go over the beast molds real quick. Okay, so here we've got Rattrap and Terrorsaur in their beast modes. The paint apps look pretty cool so far. Just taking a quick look at them. I can tell there is some differences with the feet on Rattrap. On Terrorsaur, I feel like the beak is much brighter. I don't have the original release, but I've got a Target exclusive toy deco release, so we'll use him to do some comparisons in a moment. Um, but got kind of a plain eyeball that's very much how the cartoon was. White with the black in the middle. The mouth is painted really nice. I've got this pink area for the tongue. The teeth are painted white. That looks pretty nice. The ears on the inside of Rattrap are painted. So let's do some direct comparisons. This Rattrap is from the um, Walmart, Amazon packs. The feet don't have the toes painted. Um, there's white highlights on the eye. I think that's, adding a little bit. The Takara version has whiskers painted on and a black nose, where the Walmart release has a pinkish color. It's basically the same color as the hands. Um, I would say the gray of the plastic is about the same, maybe tiny bit darker for the Takara release. Okay, so there we've got those two. And let's bring in Terrorsaur with the Target exclusive. Here we go. So, because it's Toy Deco, this is much more simplified. Um, there are some nice color patterns on the back that go up to the head. The eyeball's pretty plain also. And so the white has got yellow or green. It's kind of hard to tell. The teeth are painted white. The tongue is not painted. On the Takara release, there is some patterns on the back, but it's much more defined on the Target exclusive. All right, so there we've got our comparisons. All right, so here you have them in their robot modes. The colors look really great. They definitely have a animation style color scheme to them. Some things I'm noticing right away are silver paint on Terrorsaur's spikes that are coming out. Um, these are also removable. He can hold them in his hand if you wanted to make them like daggers or whatever. On Rattrap, he's got this gold or champagne colored silver metallic paint around the hip joints. He's got silver on the arms. He's got a little tiny maximal symbol there. Just overall looking really good. So to do some quick comparisons, let's get out Rattrap. Oops, and get his feet situated a little bit. You can see a pretty stark difference. The silver more show accurate. Um, you can tell here there's a lot that's been done to simplify the number of paint apps. For instance, this gray on the forearms matches the gray on the top of the head. So even though they went a little bit further and put that little dot on the eyeball to give it some contrast, everything else is very plain. The main parts, the brown, completely different. This is more like a caramel brown. This is more of a beige brown. Obviously, the toes are painted. And I think that's it. They both have that maximal symbol on the forearms, so that's cool. And then the shoulders are painted up really nice on the premium version. We got silver, gold, kind of champagne color. He's also got this gold on the outside of the elbow. So pretty nice. They've gone really all out on the premium version. I will also say that the joints seem to be a little bit tighter on the Takara version. So that's interesting. They've done some improvements to the mold, I guess. So let's bring out Terrace. And this isn't a great comparison because this is a toy version that I'm comparing it with. But just to see some of the contrast, yeah, just night and day, just completely different schemes. I mean, this is interesting, but yeah, this is show accurate. There's paint on the gun. He's got this nice texture on the chest. Got the gray, got the face painted. On this one, you've got the crest painted additionally. The color schemes that are going on are just way different. You do have this silver painted flap on the front, where this guy, you don't have any paint, but he does have the extra paint apps on the front of the shins, and this one doesn't. But I kind of like how this scheme of, black, red, gray, it pops, and yet this color scheme over here also pops. Pretty nice. And just to go really crazy, here's the original. So I can situate his feet a little bit better. Just to give you an idea of how far off they went with the show. They just really created a totally different color scheme for the show. So interesting. All right, so there you have it. Rattrap and Terrorsaur. As I've said with most of these, if you get the main line, they're great little figures. If you can get the premium figures, get the premium figures. They really stand out. The paint apps are much better. The the packaging is much better. You get the cards, so you can't beat it. So that's it for the review. Let me know what you think in the comments about the differences between the two versions, and tune in for some more videos coming up. Thank you.